knowledge and expertise to go about their job and come home safely each and every night. Lord, I pray that you protect our military and bring them in safe each and every day and comfort their families while they're gone. Lord, a lot of people are suffering mentally, physically through this COVID. I pray that you comfort them, give them the assurance that you are in control, Lord, in everything that happens every day and every year. I ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll go ahead and call Marshall County Fiscal Court to order August 4th, 2020. There's no guest correspondence. I just want to update the court. Judge Moore from Boone County is NACO's president. That's the National Association of Counties. And once he took office, or took that position, he made an appointment, and I'm just going to read this letter. And there's over 30 or over 3,000 counties in the country, and so I feel that this is I would say a prestigious representation of Brad from Judge Moore for this appointment. But this is from the president of NACO. Dear Deputy Judge, executive warning. As president of the National Association of Counties, NACO, it is my pleasure to appoint you to the Programs and Service Standing Committee as Vice Chair, Healthy Counties Initiative Advisory Board as a member, Resilient Counties Advisory Board as a member. You were chosen because my goal is to build a talented and committed leadership team for NACO. Our strength at NACO is in our members and their involvement. Now is a critical time for our nation's counties, and your leadership to this committee is a serious commitment and responsibility. So I think that's a great position to be in, and as I shared with Brad when I first talked to him 5 years ago, as far as taking an appointment as deputy judge, is that there are going to be times when you deal with county leaders, state officials, business owners, whatever the case may be, but always market yourself for that next level, and that's for anybody. And so it's always preparing our employees and ourselves to when opportunity knocks that we're in that position to execute. So in this case, Judge Moore recognizing Brad. Brad does wear many hats. He sits on several boards throughout the state. So I just wanted to recognize you today on that, and I think that is just a representation of yourself, so congratulations.
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 Sounds like,
It's more hats to wear.
it sounds like a high-paying committee.
It is, it is. Actually, I had a meeting, my first call with the Resilient Counties Advisory Board, and it was interesting because we had calls from Florida, people represented from Florida all the way out to California, and what they witnessed in their roles as earthquakes or wildfires out in California and in the Florida on the East Coast, the hurricane pushing up. So just kind of talking through some of those scenarios and how you bounce back from them. So I think when you go through a situation like that, there's always something to learn, and I think that's going to be a good one. I haven't got with the other two committees and board yet, but they'll be coming. But I think it's going to be beneficial to bring back to our community what others have learned from their experiences.
Yep. I agree.
Thank you.
Well deserved. All right, we'll move on to old business. Approve the minutes for July 21st meeting.
So move.
Second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. If the court remembers, I want to say it was last year, RDAP resolution, they had combined it, and then they came back. We passed it, and then they came back and they said, nope, you have to separate it out. DLG has come back and said, hey, you can combine it again. I've just separated them out. That way, as we do this annually, we'll just do 2 resolutions, and then therefore, there's no argument. And I don't think it was an argument. I think it was just the interpretation of what the General Assembly had put in the law. So the first RDAP resolution, I'll just read this. Authorizing resolution, Marshall County, or County of Marshall, adoption of a resolution of the Marshall County Fiscal Court authorizing the filing of a Regional Development Agency Assistance Program, RDAP, proposal, grant application for up to $153,846.15 in RDAP funds with the Department for Local Government, DLG. Whereas Marshall County desires to promote and carry out economic development efforts on behalf of the resident of Marshall County, and whereas it is recognized that Regional Development Agency Assistance Program funds available to the county pursuant to KRS Chapter 96 and 2018 General Assembly House Bill 200 Budget Bill impose certain obligations and responsibility upon the county and will require the designation of an Industrial Development Authority, IDA, established under KRS 15450 through 301 to KRS 15450 through 346. 2, approval of a satisfactory application to be transmitted to DLG for approval. And if you remember, that's the TVA, the short term of it is the TVA in lieu of tax, the 6% of those funds to be allocated to the TVA counties for economic development. So the first resolution is obviously identifying the IDA. The second resolution, which is item C on old business, is the RDAP. We've got it as the RDAP resolution, but I'll read this one. Adoption of a resolution of the Marshall County Fiscal Court designating the Marshall County Industrial Development Authority to receive Tennessee Valley Authority TVA funds under the Regional Development Agency Assistance Program. Whereas Marshall County, Kentucky desires to promote and carry out economic development efforts on behalf of the resident of Marshall County, and whereas it is recognized that Regional Development Agency Assistance Program funds available to the county pursuant to KRS Chapter 96 and 2018 Kentucky General Assembly House Bill 200 Budget Bill impose certain obligations and responsibilities upon the county and will require, 1, the designation of Industrial Development Authority, IDA, established under the KRS 15450 through 301 to KRS 15450 through 346. 2, approval of a satisfactory application to be transmitted to DLG for approval. Those are the 2 resolutions. We need a motion to accept both. We can do them individually, so we need 2 motions.
I move we accept the RDAP resolution.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And move that we accept the RDAP IDA resolution.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. If you remember, and we can discuss this at another in detail, but this is the TVA monies where I talked with Dennis Smith, the chair of the IDA, as far as if the court were to pay off the land loan and then redirect those TVA monies to the line extension for sewer and water to Southwest 1, then that would add anywhere from $152,000 to $153,000 to our bond debt service. So I'll put that on the agenda for another date for us to discuss. Just so the court knows, the chairman agreed that would help. It would benefit the IDA too when they do land negotiations with prospective companies. I know Josh is here. I think we've discussed that as well, that with the land being free in debt, kind of it frees them up with negotiation on the purchase of the land. We'll move on to new business, change order from Mertco. You should have a copy of that. Basically, it's coming down to the actual utility company, the West Kentucky Rural Electric, putting in the difference of a concrete pad versus what they originally had designed, which I want to say was a fiberglass padding. Yeah, it was something different, but once they got out there, they realized that it really needs to be concrete. Without getting in a debate of who should actually pay for that, we all felt that the cost was roughly 2,486. I'm sorry, 24,774.
Yeah.
So what did West Kentucky have to do with it?
They're the ones that are providing the utilities. So they provide electric to the site, but I think the design was originally for a fiberglass, some type of a fiberglass base, but they figured out it needs to be concrete.
I move we approve the change order.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I'm just going to read that again. That dollar amount, it's for $24,774.23. And I'm assuming we will pull those from the bond monies to cover that cost. The total contract price, including the change, is
Yes.
$2,486,852.23. All right. Marsh County, item B, Marsh County Fiscal Court audit for year ended June 30th of 2019. Should have a copy of that. That should take care of all of our audits. I know that we've got Romaine looking at doing our next audit, so we're on top of that. And these were submitted to KIA, both copies, so KIA has that as well. So we're up to date on our audits. Do we need a motion to accept? That's just to present that. Working contract for the road department. Should have a copy of that. Is there any questions on that?
There's nothing marked as far as the term of the agreement.
Yeah, I believe that was a one-year contract. At least that was the intent.
I don't think Roy's had a chance to look at it.
Oh, okay. I had talked to Nicole about
it
it.
is. If you look at 6, payment, it
Yes.
says per month for a period of 12 months.
Yeah, I see it now.
I was just looking at 5. It said term of the agreement, 1, 2, or 3 years. Nothing's marked there. That's what I was looking at. So.
Yeah, they didn't mark that, but the payment section.
Yeah, it was,
So I don't know if that's something that we mark.
75, yeah. Yeah, it was, they've had some bug issues, so they came out and gave us the price. It was either $125 for the one-time initial service or $75 per month for a year.
Well, we can put into the motion for 1 year if we want to do a contract with them.
Would it,
Roy hadn't seen it, but I think Nicole out there has looked
Yeah, Nicole hadn't worked with them,
Yeah.
unless you like the bugs.
so that would take us, what, August to August, I guess?
And we can cite that in the motion for a 1-year contract beginning August of 2020 to August 2021.
Okay. I move we approve this contract on a 12-month basis from August of 2020 to August of 2021.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item E, new hire at the road department. Yeah, I did. Actually, item C, this is the resolution. This is just an authorizing resolution. I'll read this. Adoption of a resolution of the Marshall County Fiscal Court authorizing the filing of a coronavirus relief fund, CRF, application for reimbursement of incurred expenses and CRF funds with the Department for Local Government, DLG, authorizing and directing the county judge executive to execute any documents which are deemed necessary by DLG to reimburse county, and authorize the judge executive to act as the authorized correspondence for reimbursement. Whereas county desires reimbursement for expenses incurred due to the public health emergency with respect to the coronavirus disease 2019, COVID-19, on behalf of the residents of county, and whereas it is recognized that CRF funds are available to the county pursuant to the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, CARES Act, and impose certain obligations and responsibilities upon the county that require, among other things, 1, approval of a satisfactory application by the county transmitted to DLG for approval, and 2, other obligations of the county in connection with receiving the CRF funds for the purposes stated herein. Is there a motion to?
Move we approve the resolution.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
So have we not, did we have to have this before they would actually pay out any of that?
Before we submit the application.
Before we even submit the application for reimbursement?
Yep. So what we plan to do, since we've already gone through July, we can submit from March through July, and then I'm assuming we'd submit again. It's supposed to go through December 31st, so I'm assuming we could submit after that's all over in January.
Oh,
After we incur all those expenses during that time.
so you wait until you get to your full amount, or
We can do it, yeah.
anytime?
We
but
can
only once? Is that what
Well,
you're
no, I
saying?
think you can
submit more.
submit
than-
more. So
Okay.
like we'll do these months first.
Okay.
And then as we incur more, you can
You
do
wait
it
until
again.
the end of the
Mhm.
year
There's an
to,
unlimited amount of times that you can submit.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
right.
can submit as
it's
many
just
times
the
as you want.
amount
Yes.
that is capped,
Right.
not
Yes.
the amount of times that, okay. So do you have any idea on how long, have they mentioned how long it would take from application to receiving? So they will, and also they'll give you some type of approval? Will they notify us, you think,
I'd
first
assume after you
before they?
submit, yeah, I'd assume after you submit, you would get some notification. I know you had talked to, was it DLG?
Well,
Yeah.
I've talked to some other county treasurers,
it.
and I've seen some examples of their submissions, but they haven't told me about whether they've received
What?
anything back yet.
Yeah.
The only deadline was September 1 to get the resolution
Yeah,
from DLG.
gotcha. Okay.
Let's see, item E, new hire, road department.
So we, to fill a vacant spot at the road department, we did several interviews, myself, Roy, and Nicole, and we are recommending Sean Hamlet to start at the road department as a new hire full-time at $17 per hour, effective 8/17/2020.
Move we approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Bank transfers.
There's a transfer on here of occupational tax to 911, 360,000. That's part of their budgeted transfer. And then I also have a transient tax deposit that needs to be transferred to the tourism department. It's $38,056.27.
Where's that? Oh, 30, right here. 38,056.27. Okay. I move we approve the transfers.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Payment of the bills.
Motion we pay the bills.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Yeah. We've got the public hearing at 10, so we'll wait and do the executive session afterwards. But,
Jason Darnold
You
saved
wanna-
the county some money, didn't you?
14 Gs.
Hear
that?
Jeez. Boy, you sound hip over there. Especially
job.
for a guy in a bow tie. That doesn't really,
So I kick that in.
14 Gs and a guy in a bow tie. Just-
Also, Wade Boggs is here. Wade is the new EM director. Back several months ago. when
Heck
we
of a
had-
swing, too, the guy's got.
Good third base.
Wade Boggs. Probably was.
Hall of Famer.
Age, too.
Got rid of that,
Have you heard
didn't he have
that
a
before?
mustache back
Yeah.
then? What happened?
Wade, several months ago, we had the panel to review applicants, and Wade was in the top 3. So, we welcome him aboard to the team, so appreciate it, Wade.
Are you old enough to remember Wade Boggs playing baseball? A little bit.
He was good.
He,
Glad to have you.
he hit the ground running, so I think we showed up Friday, and there was a planned power outage with our radio communications tower, so he got indoctrinated pretty quick. So we
Take a
got
short break.
5 more minutes if we want to just recess
Take a
and
break.
come back.
I move we recess.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. So we'll go ahead and call the public hearing to order. And this is going to be a public hearing at 10 a.m. this morning regarding Oak Level Cemetery Lane. We discussed last court meeting to have the public hearing to hear anybody for or against. So I'm going to ask, is there anybody here for Oak Level Cemetery Lane? Is there anybody here for
keeping, right?
For keeping, yes, for keeping the, a portion of that?
I just want to make sure.
Is it confusing? Okay, let me read the public hearing notice. This one? Okay. Let me read this for the public hearing. This is proposed discontinuation of county maintenance of portion of Oak Level Cemetery Lane. At the July 21st, 2020 Marsh County Fiscal Court regular meeting, the Fiscal Court took action to begin the process of taking a section of Oak Level Cemetery Lane out of the road maintenance system. Advertisement for a public hearing was placed in the July 28, 2020 issue of the Tribune Courier. The public hearing is to receive comments either for or against the county discontinuing county maintenance beginning approximately 153 feet from A-Rant Road and continuing to the end. Notice for the hearing was also posted at the following locations: Marsh County Courthouse, the intersection of Oak Level Road and A-Rant Road, and the intersection of Oak Level Cemetery Lane and Wadesboro Road North. County Road Superintendent Roy Watkins and appointed road viewers Brad Warning and Casey Counts all viewed the road during on-site inspections between July 21st, 2020 and July 28, 2020. The following observations were made. Oak Level Cemetery Lane is located 1.2 miles north of Oak Level Road. The road is approximately 0.08, 421 feet in length, 12 feet in width, and begins from Waynesboro Road north and terminates at Arant Road. Oak Level Cemetery Lane is made of bituminous surface material and in fair condition. Based on the information presented, the observations made during the inspections, we would recommend the discontinuation of Oak Level Cemetery Lane beginning approximately 153 feet from Arant Road and continuing to the end of Wadesboro Road North. And that is submitted by Roy Watkins, Brad Warning, and Casey Counts. With that information, is there anybody here for keeping the county maintenance of Oak Level Cemetery Lane? Is there anybody here for keeping the maintenance? Is there anybody here for keeping the maintenance? Is there anybody here against? Is there anybody here against? And for the third time, is there anybody here for against? Okay.
And for the record, we got the only property owner affected, we have a letter in the record from them asking us to discontinue.
Yep.
Well, let me put it this way. They're in agreement with discontinue.
Yeah, let me read that. I'm glad you brought that up, Jason. This is from Ricky Powell, who is a trustee of United Methodist Church, Oak Level United Methodist Church. We agree to discontinue county maintenance of that portion of Oak Level Cemetery Road, beginning approximately 153 feet from Arant Road and continuing to the end. That's from Ricky Powell. All right. No further discussion. We need a motion come out of the public hearing.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We need a motion to go into executive session for litigation.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We don't have anything else to discuss. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.